Field Trip was started by a team of people who had been very active in the Canadian medical cannabis industry. We had seen the impact that we had created through our previous business, and when we started to learn about the interest in research around psychedelics and psychedelic therapies, we realized that we had a unique skill set that we could bring to bear on delivering the same kind of impact for Canadians and people around the world with psychedelic therapies for the treatment of any number of mental health conditions.
With ketamine, we're laying the groundwork and foundation, and we're validating our ketamine-assisted psychotherapy model through research. And as we validate our model, we can slowly introduce new pharmaceutical drugs or psychedelic or natural drugs into our protocols.
One of the things that surprises people about ketamine-assisted therapy is just how effective and safe a therapy it can be. We've been using ketamine in Western medicine for 70 years now, and it's one of the safest anesthetics and psychedelic molecules out there, so it's incredibly safe. And most people are surprised to learn just how effective it can be in the context of psychedelic-assisted therapy.
Sometimes these drugs could be given once, and they have an effectiveness that lasts for 6 months to a year. And this was just some of the greatest potential I've seen in drugs to treat depression, something that the current classical pharmacology approach has failed patients. Field Trip's advantage as a leader in this field is that it comes from our integrated approach. We have at our disposal both clinics to treat patients and a research and development arm to develop psychedelics. Psychedelic-assisted psychotherapy is the two parts, and integrating into a single company so that you can get the synergies of understanding the clinical protocols and how you treat depressants, and then use that to develop better drugs into the protocols. As such, it gives us a first entry point to the administration of psilocybin, more classical psychedelics in the future. So we decided to develop FT104 to try to be as true as we could to psilocybin, but have that shorter trip time.
So FT104 is a novel synthetic psychedelic molecule that we've developed in-house at Field Trip. And what's so exciting about FT104 is that it has all of the therapeutic potential of the classic psychedelics like psilocybin, but has a much shorter trip time, which means that people can come in and go through a therapeutic experience in a morning or an afternoon, as opposed to an entire day.
Field Trip's clinics are being built so that we could administer psychedelic therapies. And they're not designed specifically to ketamine or FT104. They're designed for all types of psychedelic-assisted psychotherapy. And as we build out those clinics, we're going to accept those medications into our clinics and into our protocols and routines.
The last year has been an incredible year for Field Trip. We opened up our first Field Trip Health Center here in Toronto, as well as in New York, LA, and Chicago. We also started our work on FT104. We launched our app Trip. We've grown from just being a handful of people to being a team of more than 70 people worldwide. So the last year has been a year of incredible growth for us, and 2021 is proving to be the same. It's going to be an incredible year for us.